Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. Today's pick a card reading is about your hidden talents and gifts. So, if you're curious what unique abilities you have, this is a great reading for you, so stay tuned. If you would like to go deeper than this reading today, I wanted to share with you a service that I use to get all of my personal readings, and that is Purple Garden. And Purple Garden is actually sponsoring today's video. If you're not familiar with Purple Garden, it's a platform for psychics, tarot readers, astrology advisors, and the thing I love about Purple Garden is they offer a lot of really cool stuff, and they have advisors that are available 24/7. So if you have questions like, is this person thinking about me, or what should my next steps be in my career, then there's always an advisor available for you on Purple Garden 24/7. And Purple Garden actually offers some really cool services like palm readings, angel insights, oracle guidance. They even do dream interpretation and analysis. And the recent reading that I got was actually on a dream that I had because I had been having these crazy vivid dreams for like a week in a row. And I asked my advisor about the dreams, and she shared with me that I've been having these prophetic dreams, and this is one of my new abilities coming in, and that I'm starting to communicate with spirit through the dream space in a much more tangible way than previously. So it was really good to get that confirmation, and I encourage you to check out this platform if you have any questions at all on your mind, whether it be about relationships, health, wealth, career, anything at all. So as a new Purple Garden customer, you get your first deposit of $10 matched using my promo code Gabriella. And all you have to do is click on my URL, which I'm showing on the screen right now, use my promo code Gabriella, and you will get your first $10 matched. And if it's easier for you, you can also use the QR code that I'm showing on the screen right now as well in order to get this offer. So I hope that you guys will check this out. Let me know how it goes in the comments down below. And I'm just so excited to share this with you, and I hope that it will help you a lot. So without further ado, let's get into your hidden talents and gifts. And we have 3 different piles that we are working with today. So over here, we have pile 1 with the Amethyst. Here we have pile 2 with the Chrysocolla. And here we have pile 3 with the Malachite. So take your time and tune into whatever pile feels right for you. And once you've got that, you can fast forward using the timestamps in the description down below to get your own personal reading. And I will see you all there. Thank you so much. All right, pile 1. So your first card is here, and we are going to find out about your unique talents and gifts. So the first card you got is Beyond the Mind. So I'm going to guess that a lot of you have psychic and or channeling abilities. And I am going to use a couple of tarot cards today. This is the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, one of my favorites. So let's see what comes up here. We're asking our spirit guides and angels for your unique and hidden talents and gifts. Okay. And keep in mind that some of the messages today might surprise you, Knight of Cups, because these are hidden gifts. These are things that you might not be aware of in the current moment, but we're going to make you aware of them in today's reading. Okay, we have the King of Wands. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. And then I'm also going to use the Energetics of Color deck. This is a really beautiful oracle deck, one of my favorites. Diligence. Wisdom. Masculinity. Fruitful. And action. All right, you guys, so I'm going to start this in a more traditional way. I'm actually going to read a little bit about this card, Beyond the Mind. I just got this deck, so I'm just going to read this part. Thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection, meditation, the bliss of being, quieting the monkey mind, fathoming the unfathomable, finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. So this is what this card Beyond the Mind means. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you have this ability to actually go between realms. And I have the feeling like this is happening in your dreams in the same way that it does for me. I also have a feeling like you are actually able to see people's auras. Now, this may not be something that you see in terms of seeing colors. It may be like you feel their auras, but I have a sense that this pile is very intuitive, even if you don't quite know it yet. And I think that you're really good at reading people's energy. So, one fun practice for you would be to do some kind of aura gazing where you choose like a person or an object and you really just try and sit there and understand the colors in their aura and what those different colors symbolize. I have a feeling like this is a portal to your more intuitive gifts and to deeper parts of yourself. And Spirit is just sharing that this is a really good way to do like intuitive tune-ups for you, and that you are a very prophetic person. You have these prophetic dreams. I'm also sensing that you have a very deep sensitivity and an empathic nature. So I'm sure that you associate as an empath, and I'm quite sure that you have pretty strong emotions. I'm getting the sense that your emotions are so deep that at times it feels like they can take you over. But it's very interesting because your emotions are so deep, that's actually just a form of your psychic ability. And this can all be honed so that you can talk to Spirit if you're not already. I have a feeling some of you are. And I also feel that you can connect with where people are in their lives and really understand what is going on for them. So we have the Six of Cups here and we have the Knight of Cups. And of course, the tarot has different symbols and signs. And what I'm getting is that you are really good at connecting with people and making them feel very safe and making them feel very understood. The Six of Cups is like this family energy. So when people talk to you, they truly feel that you are their soul family. And I feel like one of your gifts in this lifetime is actually helping people to create that community and helping people to feel at home, because that's something that you really enable in other people. And other people don't meet people like you a lot. Like, you are a special person and you do have this huge vibration around you, which is very pure and clear. Like, your aura is very, very pure is what I'm seeing. And so I think you help people see more possibilities inside of themselves and you help them understand their emotions on a much deeper level. I'm also getting the sense that this pile is very creative. We have wisdom and masculinity here. And when I'm being pulled to masculinity, this is not just about the divine masculine and feminine, but rather it's about your creative essence. Like, you are probably using a lot of your sacral chakra to make your creative pursuits and all of your creative projects. And you'd be really good at like writing, painting, mosaics, making jewelry, even making furniture. Anything that is coming from your sacral is going to be a really beautiful thing for you. And what I would do as a word of advice is imagine that you're taking an elevator down from your mind and you're going to your sacral chakra, and that you're channeling all of this energy from your sacral. And I have a feeling like not only does this strengthen your aura, it also makes your creative pursuits that much more powerful, and it actually makes them seen by more people because your sacral chakra is so strong. You have a lot of untapped potential there, is what Spirit is saying. And so I feel like if you can create more from your sacral, this is really going to help you get seen more and get noticed more. So that's just like an interesting word of wisdom that Spirit is sharing. I also want to say that you are way more powerful than you know. So I definitely get tons of creativity. I get all types of music around you as well. So you might love music. Music might really raise your vibration, whether it's playing or listening. I feel it's a very good thing for you. So you should like always be playing music and really paying attention to the vibration of the music and the energy of the music as well. So nothing too dark, nothing too intense or heavy, but definitely pure music, and music that is made with very pure intent, especially if it is some kind of spiritual music or even like a spiritual DJ, would be really good for you to listen to, because I'm seeing that this helps to cleanse and purify your aura. And I'm also seeing that some of you out there are very musical. So whether you play the guitar or whether you DJ or sing, I have a feeling like some of you at least are really into music, and this is a really beautiful creative hobby and pursuit for you that could make you actually very well known. So all types of creativity are amazing. I'm seeing that you can use your psychic ability to actually bring in more money and more community and recognition. Those are the three words coming to my mind. So recognition is something that you are calling in more, whether you know it or not. And your spirit guides are saying that it's gradually going to progress. So it might start with you sharing your gifts with just a few people, 5 people, 10 people, but then slowly over time, you're actually going to be sharing it with more and more until you're getting to thousands of people. And your spirit guides are going to enable that in you only if you work towards it and only if you harness your motivation to do it. And so this King of Wands card is coming through as a really special moment because I feel like it's all up to you. Like this is a card that tells you that you have the choice, you have the power. If you want to make it big, if you want to share your gifts with the world, you absolutely can. The King of Wands is a card that has so much motivation and charge behind it. And I have this feeling like a lot of you are just so creative. It's like you're almost sitting on your creativity and the world really wants to see your creativity. And the way that you can help people is really to share this more. So some of your untapped gifts are the fact that your creative pursuits can actually up-level the collective consciousness. So again, whether it's writing, even energy work, music, anything at all, painting, anything creative is so good for you. It helps to raise the collective vibration and people are healed by your work. And that is a untapped gift that you have. It's almost like you know about it personally, but there are others who don't know about it. And I feel that you're being called to share it more. And so that seems to be really important. I'm also just getting that you are psychic. So you are able to see the past and you are very much able to see the future. Although I'm getting the sense that some of you might second guess yourself, but I'm seeing that the more that you create a community of people around you who have similar abilities or at least are interested in similar things, the easier it's going to be and the faster your abilities are going to come in. And when I was shuffling your cards, I wanted to share this with you guys. I actually saw Merlin, and Merlin is known as like this divine magical guide. And you know Merlin, you know, he like can help you to harness your magical abilities. And so I feel like calling in Merlin is really going to help you with your psychic gifts and it's going to make your downloads even more specific. And I'm just hearing that automatic writing is really good for this group, specifically connecting to your guardian solar angel and Merlin. Those are the two spirit guides or masters that I would recommend that you connect to, that I'm seeing is going to create like a lot of light around your aura. And this is going to be like one of the more fruitful things for you is if you connect to them. So we have fruitful and we have action. Yeah, I'm really getting the sense that you are ready. You're ready to step into the world. You are ready to share who you truly are with the world. There is still this element of self-restraint that's present in your aura, but you are like this. You are fruitful. You are like this yellow, divine, magnetic, beautiful being, and you are so creative and you have so many blessings to share with the world. And I'm just getting that this is almost like the Fool card to me. It's your time. It's your time to spread your wings and to really help people understand who you are on a soul level. So whether that starts with just sharing your work, sharing maybe something on social media that speaks to you, maybe even just leading like a small group event, like 5 or 6 people in your local community, it doesn't matter, but whatever you do, I feel it's going to be really beneficial and I feel it's really going to help up level you. Let me just see if there is any last messages for you, any last hidden abilities or untapped abilities that you don't know about. There was one more I was going to tell you that I was getting before, which is actually about connecting with animals. I feel that if you hone this ability to connect with animals, like this card is showing, you would be so successful. Like you could channel for animals, for example. I feel that that's in your energy field. Healing, yes. So here you are like balancing all of your chakras. And the way that you do that is through your creativity and through connecting to the spirit world and also to animals. That is going to be the main way for you to really up level your gifts. And I feel that you're providing healing for a lot of people. And it's so interesting because I see you as this, it's like you're this purple circle here and you're in the middle and you're able to tap in above and you're also able to tap in below. And the way you tap in below is going to be to nature, to animals. especially animals. That's very important. And the way that you tap in above is going to be to tap into Merlin, your guardian solar angel, and then your spirit guides, of course. And you're like in the middle, and you're the one who's sharing this ability with community. So I feel that you're exactly where you need to be. And now what spirit is wanting you to do is just to be like the fool, jump, do it, do whatever feels scary or whatever feels like you need to share more of your soul, do that. That is exactly what you need to be doing right now, and it's really going to help you. All right, you guys, I hope that this reading resonated. I hope it helped you. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one or in a group setting, please check out my links down below. I am hosting my next round of Ignite Your Purpose, my coaching program, starting in late March. So you can contact me or check that out at the links down below. And don't forget to use your Purple Garden offer. All right, you guys, I love you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! All right, pile 2, welcome to your reading. So let's find out about your hidden talents and gifts. Your first card is the Solar Plexus Chakra, Radiant Illumination. Wow. I'm already picking up your energy when I'm tapping into this card, and I'm seeing like a very wise soul, somebody who has had many lifetimes, and someone who is actually very much aware of how wise they are. And I'm seeing that you're a mentor to many people, and you are also very creative in the way that you think, and you might even be a teacher or a healer as well. And it's funny because you are kind of very aware of your gifts is what Spirit is saying, but let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through today. So we are using this deck. It is called the Energetics of Color. It's an oracle deck, one of my favorites. So let's see what wants to come through. We have fluidity. We have stillness. We have release. And we have understanding. And let me pull some tarot cards as well. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. All right. So Spirit is telling me that at certain points in this reading, I'm going to almost sound like I'm doing a career reading, and Spirit is just saying, bear with me as I go through these messages. Because how your spirit is showing itself is like this very peaceful spirit who's very creative and wise, but you also have all of this kind of untapped potential when it comes to your career. And I'm not really sure why this might resonate with one person out there, but I keep being shown like museums, galleries, and paintings. So perhaps one of you at least works in that setting or has always wanted to work in that setting. It seems like a very important message for the person who is watching this. So, okay, what I'm hearing is that you are a being of light. You are from a different planet that is not Earth. So you may be from like Lumeria or something like that. And I'm getting the sense that you are very sensitive. And sometimes it feels really hard to share your emotions with others because of how sensitive you are. But using your solar plexus chakra is actually a great way to protect yourself. And I'm seeing you literally imagining that you're shooting out this huge beam of golden light from your solar plexus, which is right below the lungs, above the belly button. And I'm seeing that if you do that, it's actually going to help to protect your aura. Because I'm getting the sense that because you're so sensitive, you're actually very susceptible to energy drain. And other people know that you're sensitive, but they don't always understand quite how much. So it's really important to do this, and I would honestly do it every day. Even 10 minutes, 15 minutes is really going to help. So you have this amazing ability to make people not feel judged, and it's actually because you're from a different planet and not from Earth. Because the planet that you're from is a planet of love and light and peace and harmony, and you just have a very peaceful nature. Like, you're the type of person who doesn't like getting in fights. You don't like arguing with people. You don't really like debating or negotiating. None of that interests you. What you're looking for in life is harmony. And because of that, I have a sense that people with denser energies or who are going through really hard times, like very depressive times, would actually be drawn to you. And it's because people like that are drawn to healers like a magnet. And we all go through things, we're all human. So, of course, it's very understandable. But I'm getting the sense that throughout the course of your lifetime, one of your untapped gifts is actually helping people transcend some really dark phases of their life. And Spirit is just saying that this is absolutely a gift, but also just watch your energy and protect your energy because you are a lot more sensitive than even you know. But I'm seeing that you help people get into this almost fluid state. It's like a channeled state or like a flow state. And you could do this in a number of ways. You could do this through just sharing your advice and your mentorship. Like you can very much be like a therapist. You can do this through art, hence the museums and galleries that I was seeing before. You can also just do this through listening. And I'm seeing that you have a very keen ear. And I keep being shown the face of like this very beautiful woman. I'm not quite sure who she is, to be honest. She might be a spirit guide, but she has blue eyes. She's like really, really beautiful and clear and pure. And it's almost like you help other people feel completely at peace. And throughout your life, your main challenge is actually just finding that level of peace within yourself. And so I see you as somebody who is drawn to meditation, manifestation, all of these different spiritual tools that are so magical because you have a magical presence, and it is because you are originally from a different planet. So you are probably very clairvoyant. I'm also hearing you're claircognizant. So you have this inner knowing. You know that things are going to pan out a certain way. You just know to have faith in certain situations. You also probably see a lot of repeating numbers is what I'm being shown. So your angels are constantly communicating with you. Some of you have prophetic dreams, and some of you are traveling between realms even during your dreams. So it would be a really good idea to keep like a dream journal or a dream diary just to write down those thoughts. But your spirit guides are calling you like an angel channeler. And basically what they're saying is that you have this unique understanding of being able to communicate across realms, across times, planes, spaces, and dimensions. And so to you, you already understand on an intuitive level that time is not linear. In fact, time is anything but linear. And it's almost like an interesting energy. You could call it time travel. I would rather just call it traveling between realms, but I feel that this is something that you do. You can do it in your dreams through a form of astral projection, but you also can just do it through your abilities, which I said are primarily clairvoyance and claircognizance. Some of you also have clairaudience, the ability to hear or think prophetic thoughts from spirit. And then we also have release. And I touched on this earlier, but I'm seeing that you can really help other people release deep wounding. Your spirit guides are literally showing somebody who has been like scathed and scratched up and torn. And you are the type of person who has this like healing presence and voice, and literally just speaking to people who have been through this deep wounding is going to help them release a lot of those wounds and burdens. And when I pulled this card, originally the Nine of Swords and also the Nine of Wands, we have two nines here, which is very powerful energy, but both of these cards hold a certain dense vibration to them. What I'm feeling is that this is not so much related to you. I actually feel this is a way that you help others. I feel that you help others get through their anxiety and their depression. And I think it's because you have struggled with a little bit of that yourself, which is very normal. But especially in like high school years or teen years, I see that you probably did struggle with that. And I do see that you found your creative outlets and portals to transcend those emotions. And you also understand the importance of just sitting with your emotions when they come up. So one thing Spirit is saying is that this psychic protection work is really important for you, and the solar plexus chakra work is really, really important. So once again, just as a reminder, imagine this beam of light shooting out of your solar plexus and just surrounding your entire aura, and make your aura completely radiant in your mind. So it should be so strong, it's like pulsating or glowing. And the reason that this is really important is because you are kind of like an energetic sponge, and people are very attracted to you, and some spirits are attracted to you as well. And unfortunately, not all of them are the highest vibration. And this card is showing this, right? this woman is sitting up in bed and there's these spirits that are kind of like poking at her, or you might even call them ghosts. And I just feel that it's important for you to protect yourself because you are so sensitive and it's on a level that you might not even be fully aware of yet. But I'm seeing that as time continues, it's naturally going to grow, even if you did nothing at all. And that's partly because our collective vibration is growing and you are growing within it. And so you're right on track and you're growing your abilities. But I do feel that protecting yourself is going to be important because we want you to do spiritual work and we want you to do healing work. And we also want you to tap into your creativity. And the last thing I would want is for you to feel afraid of doing that just because there are some denser energies out there. That's totally fine. That kind of comes with the form of work that we do, but all we need to do is protect ourselves and literally just remember that you only allow in what is permitted. So just saying every day, I only allow in the highest vibrational forces. That's something I do before all of my readings, and I feel it can help you even before you go into work, before you interact with people. It would just be a really good idea. But I'm seeing for the most part that you are a transcender. So not only do you have these abilities of clairvoyance, claircognizance, probably also clairaudience, but you are somebody who is supposed to travel in this lifetime. Now, you're going to travel in multiple ways. One way is in the dream space, one way is physically. We have the Six of Swords here. And so when you travel, it's actually a really good thing because spirit is working through your body to send these vibrations to earth. And this is a huge untapped gift that you have that you are not aware of today, is what spirit is sharing with me. So literally, spirit will send waves of light through your body so that it can manifest on earth in our 3D reality. And that is why throughout your lifetime, spirit will send you all over the place to travel from different countries. And so you probably will do a lot of international travel throughout your life. You'll probably go far and wide. And I'm just seeing that spirit wants you to go far and wide because they're using you as like a conduit or a portal to send these beautiful divine light waves to earth. And that is once again because you are from a different planet. I keep hearing Lemuria, but it could also be like Palladian. It could be something else entirely. Atlantis is also possible, or all of the above. But I'm just hearing that you have this magical ability to really take light and bring it down to earth. And you also have the ability to communicate with the astral realm. So I did mention astral projection before, but this also extends to other beings. So if you think of beings in the astral plane, any kind of ETs, any kind of galactic beings, you actually are carrying the energetic vibration that would allow you to be able to communicate with them. Of course, this is not something to rush. I'm seeing that you might start doing this at first in your dreams, or you might start doing it through what we call remote viewing. But take your time with it. I'm just putting it out there because as long as you're protecting yourself, I feel it's a healthy thing to explore. And I feel that some topics of research for you that would be really interesting are like any kind of astral communication and any kind of remote viewing topics. Last but not least, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is a really beautiful card, and this card is representing somebody who feels completely fulfilled internally, emotionally, physically, all of the above. This person truly has everything that they could ever want and need. I think spirit is just reminding you to have faith in who you are and in your abilities, because the more faith you have, the better things are going to go for you. I'm also getting the message that you might start to channel through your clothing. So that might sound weird, but you might get really into your physical appearance and dress, especially like the colors that you wear. And your spirit guides are just sending you a reminder to make sure that you are dressing according to your chakras and making sure that you're keeping specific chakras in balance through your clothes. And your spirit guides really like it when you wear flowy clothes, silky clothes, things like that. And all of this is actually going to help raise your aura and make your aura more radiant and vibrant. So the main messages for you, pile 2, is just really use that solar plexus chakra. Make sure that you energetically protect yourself. Know that you're healing others simply through listening and through your voice. And also remember that remote viewing and astral projection and any of that work would be really, really good for you. So I hope this reading helped you. If you resonated with it, please let me know in the comments down below and give me a big thumbs up. If you would like to work together one-on-one or in my group coaching programs, you can check out the links down below. Ignite Your Purpose is my coaching program. We're doing the second round of it starting in late March, so I hope that you will join us, and just let me know if you ever need more info. And don't forget to use your Purple Garden offer. All right, my loves, I will see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye. All right, pile 3. So let's tap into your hidden talents and gifts and see what comes up here. This is your first card, and you got Ether, the Seamless Unspeakable. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, so we will start just by reading this little description, and then I'm going to pull some other cards for you guys. 0 point field, the void, blank canvas, threshold, anything is possible, time to choose what you want to bring into your life, endless possibilities, limitlessness, and paradox. Beautiful. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from this card is that you can manifest whatever reality you want, and your spirit guides are saying something interesting. They're saying that you can change shape and form. And that is a very curious message. But what I'm understanding from them is that you're probably really good at perspective taking. And for some reason, they're bringing up Halloween. And they're saying that you might even love like dressing up or becoming a different character. You might even love like watching anime or comics or things that are somewhat otherworldly in nature. And I feel like you're really drawn to magical creatures like unicorns and serpents and dragons and things like that. And it's partly because you have these abilities that are somewhat dormant right now, but they're going to come into your energy field a little bit later in life is what I'm seeing. And it's like literally this ability to shift shape and form, which is very unique. And for most of us, especially in our 3D worlds, like a lot of us don't even believe in that yet. So I don't blame you if you don't believe in it. I personally believe in everything because of the energy work I do. Like, I swear there's nothing that I haven't seen. But this is the first message, and we are going to tap in and see what else we can get for you. And one of the ways that you might do that is through your clothing and also through your dreams. So we have peace. We have freedom. We have change, and we have blossom. These are all really beautiful cards. What I want to say already is that the energy in each of these cards is very, very pure. And I'm just getting the sense that at times you might get these like major intuitive hits. Like I see the lightness in this card, and it almost feels like your intuitive downloads come in really suddenly and really strongly. And it's partly because you have these like otherworldly abilities, which are from different planets. I definitely hear Atlantis for this pile, so I feel like you had a life there. And it feels like you get these really intense downloads, and you might also have these really, really intense dreams. And something that Spirit is telling me is like you hate being put in a box, and that's very common for anyone who's interested in spirituality. But I'm drawn to this freedom card. And when I see this card, it's like all that you want in life is to be free. Like, you don't really care about anything else. You just want to be free. You want to feel like you're harnessing your divine potential. You want to feel like you're truly following your purpose. You won't settle for any less. And I believe that one of the ways that you're going to do this is actually through your throat chakra, because I am hearing that you have a message to share with the world, and it's really important to use your throat chakra in order to make this happen. You might be called to speak in front of groups. You might be called to host events. You might even be called to sing, is something I'm seeing, or do speeches. Any of this is great because your throat chakra is one of the ways that you activate your intuitive nature and all of these abilities. And this also brings you deeper into peace. And I don't know why, but your spirit guides are showing me like this crazy scene. It looks like all of these hippies, and she does look kind of like a hippie, but she's also like a goddess. But I'm seeing all these hippies, and I'm seeing like there's a part of you that wishes that you just lived in the 60s or the 80s. Like, you would love to just frolic and have fun and listen to music and just live a life of peace and non-violence. These are things that are really, really important to you. And our world is just so heavy for you at times because there is so much violence. There's so much war. There's so much depression, starvation, and trauma. But you are doing your best to choose not to focus on all of those negative events and vibrations without being ignorant, is what I see. But you do want to help the world make a change. And you believe that you have a very strong purpose and motivation to do this. And I'm just hearing like your mind is absolutely amazing. So you are working with spirit already in your thoughts because your thoughts are very creative and they are otherworldly. And you have the potential to like invent or just completely come up with a new way of being, is what I'm hearing. And the hard thing is that this is a general reading, so it is going to manifest differently for different people. But I'm being shown like a lab. And of course, your spirit guides are communicating in symbols here. But they're showing me like this lab with all of these different test tubes. And they're saying like you can create whatever it is you want. So whatever you have your dreams or your sight set on, you can create like a really unique way of doing something. And it's kind of interesting. I'm even being drawn to like botany and working with plants for some reason. So some of you might be interested in that, or you might be interested in like collecting flowers. I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm just sharing all the messages I get. I mean, there are tons of flowers on these cards. So you are meant to help other people blossom and grow, but it almost feels like the way you're going to do this is through helping them connect to like natural elements. And some of you might even have a store, is what I'm seeing. So you might have like a store with products like ointments and essential oils and, you know, tinctures and remedies. Even homeopathy might be in your field. I'm just hearing that you would be really good at all of these things. And spirit is literally saying that you were like a witch doctor in a past life. And because of that, you are so attracted to using the earth and the elements of the earth in order to heal yourself and others. And this is like one of your very unique abilities that you might not even know about yet. So that is the first line of messages already. Let's just see if there's anything else coming through for you guys. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. I just keep hearing that you're an inventor. Your spirit guides are using a couple specific words. Hanged Man. They're saying the inventor, the shaman, and the witch doctor. Yeah, okay. And they don't even want me to pull that many cards today because they're saying that we're right on track. So the witch doctor is like such an interesting energy. And as somebody who has made tinctures in past lives, you know, I feel like you were very judged, but you came into this life to be able to do that in your own way. And I know like this might not resonate for some of you if you're not interested in making tinctures specifically, but it is symbolic. So take this message and apply it to whatever your passion is, because I'm seeing that in the past you were judged for your passion, but in this lifetime you're actually bringing your passion to community, to the public, and it's really going to help. And I see a lot of you having like a store, whether it be like a boutique or even like an e-commerce store, and this would be really good for you and your energy field. And you would actually make a lot of money doing this, is what I'm hearing. So inventions generally are also something in your energy field, believe it or not. It doesn't feel like it's right now. It feels like it's in the future. Your spirit guides are specifically saying the next 12 years is when this is going to start manifesting. And so there are some unique abilities that you have that are not yet fully realized, and that's okay. This reading is, of course, to help you understand where you can start tapping in more. But I'm hearing that anything with inventing, like inventing a new way of doing, inventing a new method or a new ointment even, whatever it is, it would be like really good for you. And you have the ability to make this happen because you are so creative and you are literally getting these major intuitive downloads and hits from spirit. And your spirit guides are showing the double helix, which is like the DNA thing. And they're saying that whoever created that got like a crazy dream, and that's how he knew to create it in that way. And they're saying that you have this exact ability. So you'll wake up from sleep and you might even be really cold. You might be shivering. You might be covered in sweat, is what I'm seeing. But you would have had this like crazy download during your dream, and it would make for like the best invention or even like the best movie, is what they're saying. So really pay attention to your dreams, because I'm seeing that your spirit guides communicate with you through the dreams specifically. And it is, of course, the easiest way for them to communicate with you. But it just feels like, especially over the next 4 months, these dreams are going to get stronger and stronger. And then your spirit guides are literally saying that this will carry until the next 4 years. And then at that point, your abilities are going to start transmuting even more. So that's all very interesting. And they're talking way into the future. They are also mentioning shamanism. So shamanism is such a beautiful line of teachings and work and study. And basically what I'm seeing is that you might get really connected to different spirits of the land and the air and water. And I'm just seeing that the more you can connect to them, the easier it is for you to get intuitive downloads, and the more you have an understanding of how to shift, shape, and form in the future. So it feels to me like it would be a really good idea to do like a shamanic journey and to meet your spirit animal or your power animal. And then any kind of journeying practice that you can start would be a really beautiful thing for you because it would help you harness your abilities. And I'm seeing that you could start by just listening to recordings. I have a bunch on my YouTube channel that are about shamanic journeying. Or you could just like go to a couple events and workshops about shamanism, and that would really help you up level your abilities in a major way. So I will just touch on this briefly with the Hanged Man. It feels to me like, not all of your abilities are fully realized, but over the next 12 years, they absolutely will be. And I see that later in life, especially in your like late 40s, early 50s, is when you really will have the potential to harness all of these abilities, and you're going to feel much more confident in them. Up until then, it feels like you're on this journey to really break free of boxes and once again, to be like a witch doctor in our modern world. So help people create any kind of like tinctures, ointments that just keeps coming up. So I'm just sharing it for the heck of it, but hopefully it resonates with someone out there. It's so specific that it's like, I have to share it, right? So we have the 10 of Cups, and here what I'm seeing is I'm seeing like a lot of fulfillment in this lifetime. And I'm seeing that by the time you are older, especially like middle-aged and into your 60s, you're going to be extremely fulfilled. It's like you've lived this life of your dreams, and you might have children is also what I'm seeing. And one of the ways that you're going to help is to help up level the next generation. So it feels like once you harness these abilities for yourself, specifically shamanism, inventions, shifting shape and form, you're going to be able to actually pass this down to the younger generation, especially like when they're really young, like 5 or 6 is what I'm seeing. And this would just be something that you do out of the goodness of your own heart, and it would be like fun and free. And I'm also just seeing anything that you can study with Atlantis would be really good for you, because that's going to help you understand where you came from. And anything you can study with like mermaids or any kind of beings of the earth, any of the elements at all, air, fire, water, earth, just look into that, because the more that you study and practice it, the more that you develop the sense of knowingness, because your soul is hungry to remember where you came from. And it just feels like the more you study this and the more you look into this stuff, the deeper your conviction is and the more confident you'll be, and the more you'll be able to harness these abilities. And one of your main abilities in this life, other than shifting shape and form, is truly to be like a shaman and to help other people realize that they are so much more powerful than they think. So it seems like you have a lot of abilities. I know this reading went a little all over the place today, but I hope you found it interesting and unique. You are a very unique person is what I'm seeing in your energy field, and I truly hope that you get all of the freedom that your soul has been looking for and craving. If you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like to work together one-on-one, I do coaching, I do intuitive development. I also have coaching programs and groups, so check that out in the links down below. And I love you all, and I hope that you will use your Purple Garden offer, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.